Have you ever wondered where to start when teaching location words or the prepositional concepts of on, in, and under? Me too, except not anymore. Today, I want to share with you my absolute favorite minimalist speech therapy lesson for teaching these concepts. You ready? Let's go. So back when I first started teaching SLPing, I would always start first of all, I was really guilty of just starting with drills. And so it might be like starting with pictures or even starting with objects in a container and just telling kids, okay, put this on, put this in, put this under, and just practicing a million times and not really getting anywhere. And I couldn't figure out what the problem was. So I actually decided, okay, this isn't working. How can I peel this back a little bit more? Whenever I have a student who's struggling with a concept, I always think, okay, we're not here yet. Let's peel back the layers a little bit more. How can I make this a little bit more simple, a little bit more concrete? And I came up with this activity. Now, what you will need is a big plastic bin. Let me show you. This is the one that I used the last time I taught this skill. As you can see, it is big enough for about a child to stand in. A small child can sit in it and they can get under it and they can get on it. So that's what you're going to be doing. So the first time I did this activity, I used one of the recycling bins that is in every classroom in the public schools, or at least most of them. And I had the child we pulled out the big recycle bin, and I had the little girl physically get in the recycle bin. That's how we can make this as concrete as possible. So by having the child physically get in, she is feeling what in feels like. And then we would say, okay, let's get out. And then let's get under. So they really like getting in and getting under. You can do beside, you really can do just about any concept with it, except for maybe on, depending on how sturdy your box is. I mean, you can flip it over and they can sit on it. So let me show you. Okay, so here's my box right here. And I might say, okay, Jessica, get in the box. I'm gonna get in the box. Okay, let's get out. Now I'm gonna step out of the box. Okay, let's get under. And then I would get under the box. If your box is strong enough, you can do, okay, let's sit on the box. And again, this is making it super concrete. So the kid is, or the child, student, is physically able to feel what these concepts feel like. The other thing I do is I either pair a hand signal or a picture cue each time I'm giving the direction for the child to get in the box. So if I say, okay, let's get in the box, I'll do the sign for in. Okay, let's get on the box. Let's get under the box. And so now I am giving them, they have the tactile kinesthetic activity of getting in the box, and then they have the visual cue of the sign. So that's kind of step one, is having the student actually get in the box themselves. I do kind of like the clear box because you can see what's inside of it. But like I said, the recycle bin works just fine. Okay, so once the student has done that as many times as it takes them to get comfortable with it, then we start adding in objects in that specific box, the one that we've been practicing with. And so then I will do the same thing. Okay, Jessica, put the ball in the box. And then I would put the ball in the box, or the student would put the ball in the box. Okay, let's do under, put the ball under the box. I would do this with the same object until the student got familiar, and then I would try it with different objects, making it a little bit harder. I do always start with on, in, and under because those are the earliest emerging, most concrete location words. And then I move to some of the other ones. And then once the student is able to do really good with the big box where they're physically moving and manipulating everything, I will move to the next step. Okay, so the next step up the ladder scaffold thing is I now get a table-sized object. It can be a clear box. I also have used these little bucket things, any kind of small container, and I start having the student now manipulate with an object in the little box. So, okay, let's put the ball in the box, and they put the ball in the box. And again, I'm continuing to pair it with my visual cues, so they're physically manipulating it, and this is just a little bit more challenging than them actually getting in the box themselves. I will also do another thing that's really fun is we will pick several items and we'll just hide them around the room. So in my room, this is my room. This is not all my stuff. We like to hide things under the cart, under the table, under the chair, in the basket. And so like one person will hide something and then the other one will like close their eyes and then go find it. And then while if it's my turn to look for it, so say my student has hidden an object somewhere, I will over and over again say, where is the ball? Where is the ball? And I'll pretend to look under something. Oh, is it under the chair? No, it's not under the chair. I know. Is it on the file cabinet? No, it's not on the file cabinet. So just to kind of like do that auditory bombardment a little bit more until I find the thing. And then the student actually likes to imitate that when it's his turn to look. So then I'll say, okay, let's find the ball. And he will look for the ball and he'll say, where is it? Where's the ball? And then when it's his turn to answer, I'll say, where was the ball? And then he has to answer it. And then he's targeting his location words. Okay. And then finally, I would move to the more abstract. I would say the most abstract way to target this would be with those activities that you've seen that are like where you cut out the thing, the image, and it's like a cut and glue kind of activity or like a worksheet sort of activity. I don't actually use those because I don't think they're particularly functional. I really do just like to use objects that I have in my room. All right, so there you go. Those are my favorite ways to teach location words. They're functional, they're minimalistic, they're super easy, and you can do it with just about anything you have in your classroom. I hope you found it helpful. Please remember to like the video and subscribe if you found it helpful so that you can be notified when new stuff drops. Thanks.